Hello and welcome to Cox Quick Hits. Today, I'm going to show you how to create a capital investment request, or as we know it, a CIR. Now, let's discuss when do we need a CIR. One, you will need a CIR if you have identified that a customer is not serviceable by Fiverr or HFC. Two, you will need a CIR if the customer is requesting a Fiverr connection that happens to be more than a gig, in which case we would create a CIR. Now, those instances only apply to customers that happen to be within the footprint. If that customer happens to require a Fiverr connection that happens to be outside the footprint and is a gig or less, well, we still have to create a CIR. But for those customers that happen to be within the footprint, the requirement is more than a gig. If the customer is more than a gig, and its CIR is required. So let me show you first how to verify if the customer is serviceable for any of our access networks. So how we do that is that we will come to the advanced search on the left-hand side, select the drop-down menu, scroll down to serviceability database, enter the address. So I'm looking for 1204 Northeast First Street. Select Find. Select the address that you're looking for. When you do this, you'll notice that under medium, the HFC box is not checked, nor is the Fiverr box checked. So what that tells me is that this customer is not serviceable for any of the access networks that we offer within our footprint. So with that knowledge, I will close this up and then I will create my CIR. How I do this is that I will go to the favorites, expand the plus button here, select new commercial CIR. I'm required to enter the name of the business. So in this case, my business name is Smart Water. Address ID, I will need to select that as well. So click on the link, enter the address, select Find, select the address that you were looking for. I now have my address ID. Contact name, I will click under the contact name. You can find that you contact if you have an existing contact by last name, by first name, full name, or company. So there's a few options that you can select from. If you don't have a contact, then you need to create a new contact. Scroll down to New Contact, enter the name of the contact, and then we need to select the contact type. So that person could be the on-site access, the primary contact, and also it could be the on-site technical. You need to make sure that you select the type of contact that this person is. If you need to add more contacts, obviously you can do that under account. But from now, I will select on-site access, primary, and also on-site technical. And I'm gonna say save. Close. And now I have my contact. Next, I will move to the right-hand side of the screen, and then I need to identify if a BIA is required. Select the drop-down menu, select yes or no. In this case, I'm gonna say yes, a BIA is required. The sales engineer will need to be selected as well. And I'm gonna be looking for one of the sales engineers in my team, which happens to be Cleve Wallace. Request a due date. And then comments. Enter as many comments as necessary to let people know what is it that you're trying to accomplish. So in this case, I would say check for Fiverr serviceability. Customer is requesting a 2 gig connection. Scroll down to the right hand side bottom corner and select create. Select OK. If the question is asked, create this CIR. We need to select the service. So scroll down and select add service at the bottom of the screen. Select that category, which in this case will be internet. The group would be Cox Optical Internet Standard. The product, it was 8 gigs. The term, 36 months. And from here, I'm going to scroll down and select features. And you need to select features so you can get the option for CIR. Now, this is not going to be my proposal, so I do not need to enter any additional features. So I'm just going to scroll all the way down on the right bottom corner and select CIR. Once I do so, it gives me the option to submit my CIR. I will double check my information and say submit. This is how a CIR is completed. At this point, I have a pending review for my CIR, and it has been assigned to a sales engineer, in this case, to Clive. This is the end. So until next time, happy selling.